Good morning. And on our walk today, I would like to use one of my favourite quotes. Whether you can or whether you can't, you're probably right. It's a famous quote by Henry Ford, whether you can or whether you can't, you're probably right. And this is very much around our beliefs and our patterns. Whether you're into law of attraction or manifestation, whether you are or you aren't is irrelevant in this particular one. It's very much about what the mind can believe it will achieve. But equally, if the mind believes it can't do something, guess what? It doesn't tend to happen. And our mind is a very, very powerful tool. And I've seen it with people who have been determined through many, many things, whether it's, sometimes it can be health related or, rehab or whatever. And they're relentless and they will keep at it and they achieve amazing things. And there is no reason why any of us can't do this. What stops us is that belief that we think, but I can't do that, or I'm not going to be able to do it because I need, or because I don't know, or whatever. And, there really is, if you're watching this, you're already on YouTube. YouTube has so many things that you can learn from. And there was a fabulous story I heard at an event that I was at recently. It was Philip Bromwell created the story. He's one of our main... he's a journalist with our national station, about a young girl. She was a refugee here in Ireland. And she didn't have much. And she was going to school with kids that would have all the toys, all the technologies, everything. She's actually in Ireland here. But also because I have worked in refugee centres, she wouldn't have a whole pile. But she's still an amazing story. They come from Syria, they're living here, and she loved the piano. And there was a keyboard in the centre where they were allowed to play for music and everything. And she taught herself how to play the piano from YouTube. And between that and listening and just doing what brought her joy, she wasn't complaining that she didn't have the fanciest piano in the world, or she didn't have piano lessons, or she looked at what she did have. And she thought, okay, so what can I work on with what I do have and create what I want to achieve? And it's an amazing story. I'll pop it on the end in the end cards on the video so that you can watch it. And she are in the description actually, maybe, because I think it's on Vimeo, not on YouTube. But it's to the point she had taught herself. She was amazing that she actually got to play with the RTE concert orchestra. And she played the theme from Twilight, and it was amazing. And it just shows how, this is just one example of somebody didn't have a whole pile. She didn't have access to lessons. She didn't have access to a lot of things. And she was a kid. She wasn't even an adult. But she believed in herself and she did it. So if you're watching this, and particularly for any of those of you who may be in business, and this is something I come across time and time again when there's business, there's a lot of fun stuff in business, but as I said, there's a lot of unsexy stuff as well, and it takes a lot of research and a lot of doing stuff. And I actually love that side of it. I love the research side of it because I find it very, very interesting. But people don't want to put that time and effort and work in, and they always can come back to me going, but I don't have a laptop, or I don't have the fanciest cameras, or whatever their reason is. And that story I just told you about that Syrian girl, that was actually all shot on a mobile phone. It was all completely put together from a mobile. And, it shows what we can do. If you're watching this right now, you already have a mobile phone and you obviously have internet data, or you wouldn't be watching me on YouTube. And we can create with the stuff that is already around us. Be grateful and thankful for everything you already have, and stop looking at what you don't have. Because I want to go back to that phrase that I started this video out with. Whether you can or whether you can't, you're probably right. And if you're believing that I can't do it because I don't have it or whatever, I don't have the means, and you're not opening your eyes to the opportunities that are around you, it's not going to happen. And I will just leave you with that as the choice is yours. And leave it in the comments below. Can you? Or can you not? Which are you going to choose? So until my next video, please leave comments, hit the subscribe button, notifications, thumbs up, and of course, please do share this with anyone you think might benefit from just having a chat, just getting us thinking. As I said, I've started this YouTube channel on a mobile phone, selfie stick, and my mic. Even if I didn't have the mic, if I did this indoors, I wouldn't even need a mic, but I like to do it out in the open. And you know, as I said, we can start things very, very simply. If you're into business, please do check out my business channel as well. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
So she was invited to play with the RTE Concert Orchestra, which, as you can imagine, for a girl who was only 6 months earlier learning how to play the piano from watching YouTube videos, this was a big thing. And absolute fair play to my colleagues in the orchestra who made this moment very special for her. And she can play.